Welcome to another draft here at Benalish where we have some interesting choices. So we have the rare is fine. It's okay. It's just not. You can't really always want to be firmly in elementals. I do not consider this a really colorless because there's just not many tribes that are supported. I really like Thrash and Brontodon. Green is a good color to start with. Boreal Elemental is fine, but it's 5-drop. Sometimes you don't really need the high power. So I'll start with a green card. Not necessarily the most creative, but it's a good card. Okay, so we have Disfigure as like the good, cheap, flexible removal. Meteor Golem as the expensive, also kind of flexible removal. Elvish Reclaimer isn't bad, candidly. It's not great. It's sort of like it's kind of bizarro fixing. You can use it to kind of filter out if you have like four islands. You can go get your, well, I suppose a better example would be four forests. I think this is a choice between Disfigure and Elvish Reclaimer. Disfigure is the better card. I think that is pretty clear. And it's not that Thrashing Brontodon is so good where I think that is enough to tip the scales for the green card. Okay. Herald of the Sun is fine, but I think everyone is still in the gosh, don't go white unless you have to. Lavakin Brawler is also very good. When I made my mono red deck, that was definitely what I was missing. And I think Vampire of the Dire Moon is also quite solid. So I think I'll take the black card here. Kind of keep it an eye on red, but two pretty good black cards here with Vampire and Soul Salvage. So take it and then we'll start. We have Air Elemental, which is solid. Pulse of Marasa, also solid. Gift of Paradise to help fix. Leafkin Druid to ramp. The black isn't great. It's interesting that the blue here appears certainly adjacent to open. So do we start taking fixing earlier? Pulse of Marasa is the better card. It's certainly an interesting question. I feel like I've been undervaluing fixing lately, so I'm going to take the Gift of Paradise over the Pulse. That is arguably incorrect. But we'll see. We'll see what comes up. The Air Elemental was very interesting. Okay, Bone Splitters, Gorge of Ultra, and Rabid Bite here. Love seeing Rabid Bite, so I think green is definitely starting to feel like my lane. I like Gorging Vulture, but I think you just take the removal. It's better than Bone Splinters. Yeah. So sad seeing cards that maybe could almost be good in white, and no one is interested. Okay, so that is a late Goblin Smuggler. I would officially call that a late Goblin Smuggler. Also, Ember Hauler is probably better than it should be here. So, which one is the easier choice? I'm going to take the Smuggler. It is just so good. You can take as many Smugglers as you want. There's no such thing as too many. This isn't the greatest. I'll take Feral Invocation. I think it's fine. Nothing else that I think was particularly playable. Okay, I'll take a free Reduce to Ashes. That strikes me as late. It's not the greatest removal, but it's a fine card. So it looks we're looking probably. Okay, Destructive Digger is a good card. I like Destructive Digger. I think I'm going to take the fixing over it. Just makes everything just a little smoother. We can get more Destructive Diggers if we must. Where we are in Elementals, we are at 0 Elementals. We can go Ferocious Pup, might go better if we have some more black. We end up splashing the red. I think it's probably the best card in the pack. Yeah, you do not want to play Fire Elemental, but I suppose you can. Wow. Do I have any? If I end up with some sacrifice, I guess I want active treason. Natural end for the sideboard, it sounds perfect. So I definitely don't hate where I'm at. One piece of ramp, some splashable, though obviously splashing Vampire of the Dire Moon, you lose the efficiency out of it. Some good 3-drops. Feels like we are in a flexible place. Could maybe do Jund. Yeah, okay, so we could take a sacrifice deck if we really wanted to. Okay, so Chandra's Outrage is the removal. Overgrowth Elemental is very good with more elementals, of which I currently don't have much. I remember Chandra's Outrage is the removal, so you can't go wrong with removal. But depending on how Overgrowth. I was very impressed playing against Overgrowth Elemental. Yeah, I'm just... Also, there's Chandra's Outrage. I think that the correct choice here is Chandra's Outrage. I think red is going to be a little more open. It's a good spell. Leyline of Abundance, nobody cares about. Oof, Stone Cold nothing in this. We can take Yar. Well, I guess we didn't take the elemental synergy, so we have. Man, I mean, Brightwood Tracker, but I'll be able to get those later. I don't really want a trick yet. We'll take the Wave Crasher. I don't think I noticed those are both Yarok, but. Let's see here. Interesting. I think Uncaged Fury is the kind of trick that is worth investing in. It can actually swing a game sort of out of nowhere. I don't think we have the ramp for me to be really excited about Meteor Golem quite yet. Okay, I do like Silverback Shaman. Fry is good. The dragon, but I think just being a core green. Do I like the Shaman more than the dragon? I don't currently have any spiders. The dragon does help the splash. I think I like the dragon just a little bit more. I do not like the dragon mage. I'm not particularly impressed. Yeah, the black, this is, I mean, it's not like I'm getting past murders here or anything. I already have a trick, so I'm not going to take Might of the Masses. Dragon mage, I already have a natural end. So we can just take a nice safe 2-drop. So I think this is a choice between the second pack Mastiff or just a Reckless Airstrike for the board. I think I'd rather have just a good solid 2-drop. So we are just going dangerously mid-range here with good removal and creatures, but sometimes I think that's okay. I don't mind. I don't hate all the spells, so I think I should start prioritizing creatures a little bit more. No, here are some creatures. Field of the Dead is not playable. So we have a pup or a tracker. We have a pup or a tracker. Pup or a tracker. I guess I'll take the pup. Looking unlikely that we will have any serious sacrifice shenanigans. I can always bounce it, or I could do something else. Okay, well here comes the tracker. Nothing wrong with that. Right now I would not be inclined to play a fire elemental, it being just dumb body, but when I have 1, 2, 3, 4 good pieces of removal, yeah, it's probably, as of right now, it's in. Certainly something I'm looking to cut. Well, the only card for me is a free ley line. I'm certainly not going to play anything else. Really, whenever you tap a creature for mana, yeah. I just can't see that being a card I'd play even in a something that could cast it for free and have lots of creatures to benefit from it. Was it? Yeah, it's 8 mana. Yeah, get out of here. That is uncastable. I think Courser is fine. Obviously not the card you want. It does tend to get bricked. I'd like to get some spiders. I think that would be a 3-drop of opportunity. Heck, I'll even take one of the Speedro Mamuto. But yeah, so I think some raw power would be good. Wouldn't hate any sort of blue splash just to kind of help round out the Wave Crasher. But beyond that, it seems like a fine deck. Nothing special. Ooh, a Fry for the sideboard. So yeah, it feels like red is definitely the lane I should be in. The Dragon Mage. Man, we'll put one in possibly for science, but just can't see the one seems mildly more likely than the second natural end. And even then, it's really not that much. It could arguably be wrong. Did not realize something happened with my screen capture size. My apologies. Just those high production values you've come to expect here at Benalish Dad. More cards I won't play. Okay, well, I think I like the dabbling in the black. You know, obviously would love to have that green rare that gets bigger with there's lands in the graveyard, but can't have it all. I still think Disfigure was the right choice over that. Splashing, I think high spiders, I think is kind of the order. I would probably take a piece of removal if they had it. I think this is my current, what's on the bubble. There's just Gift of Paradise, unless I'm really needing to ramp or to splash or to get something going. I just don't see it being very, very good. Hello, Shifting Ceratops. Don't mind if I do. I might get a Pulse back. Probably won't get Swiftwater Cliffs back. Man, I doubt I'll get Scampering Scorcher, but you never know. But yeah, Shifting Ceratops is exactly the kind of rare I was hoping to open. It is just so good. So good. Howling Giant. We have the Ember Cat for 2/2. We have Dungeon Geist, but I'm just so far from double blue. It is really good though. I think it might be Howling Giant. I think the Ember Cat, there's just not that many elementals, like Fire Elemental, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, we'll take the big boy. Okay, this is kind of interesting. So we have a Lavakin almost said Brawler, but without really good solid elementals. It's just not. It is a 4-7-3-4 versus more mana improvement. So I really have 16 if I cut all of those. I think we want a good solid 4-drop. A 3/4 with upside. Wow, I get the elemental back. 6 mana, 5/5. For green, 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 it does stuff. Or just a solid Thicket Crasher. I think the Thicket Crasher is arguably better than a 6-drop. It's a good 6-drop, but yeah, we'll take. Okay, Silverback Shaman is perfect. It's not the dual land I want. Keldon Raider is fine, but I'm feeling much better there. Okay, I feel like we're raising the floor on this deck quite nicely. A little vulnerable to flyers, but pretty good removal. Makes that feel a little safer. I think another Thicket Crasher is probably the last 4-drop we really want, though. Interesting seeing that black card coming late. Can probably cut the tracker. Okay, I think Destructive Digger is fine. It might even be a better 3-drop than the pups if I don't have any synergies with them. Probably with that. Ooh, another Silverback Shaman. Okay, let's clean up our curve a little bit. Running. So we have lots of so our 3-drops, our early plays feel fine, and I think Silverback Shaman is just the kind of, yeah. Ooh, Impulsive Marasa fills in quite nicely. Some legs, some card advantage. Healer of the Glade in case we run against something real quick. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting those other dual lands back, but I think that's okay. We have one Brightwood Tracker already, and we have one Courser already. I don't think we want... Our 4-drops, I think, are already much stronger. So I think the question is, it might be, when is Courser better than Pup? More Wolfkin Bonds I almost certainly won't play. I mean, Scorch Spitter. I doubt this is the deck for it, but it's a card. It is in fact a card. Okay, so what would be with 16 creatures? Group creatures separately. Mostly removal, an Uncaged Fury, a Pulse. So the best cards that are in, maybe a Brightwood Tracker, could be a Gift of Paradise to help get to the 5-drops or the 7-drops. I just can't see this being an active Treason deck. I can't. We already have 3 5-drops. Yeah, I think with 3 5s, and so I think we club up a little bit. Let's put in Gift of Paradise. Let's put in Brightwood Tracker. Sideboard we have Natural End, Fry, Healer of the Glade, sort of. Yeah, I have a fair amount of 4 pieces of removal, a Pulse, or some legs, good solid hard-hitting creatures. It's kind of funny that Goblin Smuggler doesn't have a lot to smuggle through, but I think that's fine. Yeah, I think keep calm. I think straightforward 17 land. Keep calm and make it work. Awesome. Well, tune on in for the results. Thanks for watching.